Hi everyone, we hope you're having a great day so far. Thanks for tuning in to this episode of VTV.
Residents of Salisbury have probably driven past the old Colonial burying ground on Beach Road 1,000 times, but you may not know that some important people from our country's past are buried there. Here's Alyssa Stone to tell you more.
In 1639, a graveyard was established near the center of town on the corner of what is now Beach Road and Ferry Road, called the Salisbury Colonial Burying Ground. Here's what I found.
The original settlers of Salisbury are buried in this graveyard, and many of their graves have rare wolf slabs, a type of granite slab laid over a grave to prevent wolves from digging up the bodies. Some famous early residents of Salisbury include 3 accused witches in the Salem witch trials: Susanna Martin, George Burroughs, John Wheelwright, Mary Bradbury, and Robert Pike, who represented Salisbury in the General Court for 37 years but was an opponent of the Salem witch trials. Susanna Martin was one of 14 women executed for witchcraft during the Salem witch trials of Colonial, Massachusetts. Much like other accused witches, Susanna was also viewed by others as a troublemaker, and her name appears numerous times in court records prior to the Salem witch trials. As well as Susanna, Mary Bradbury was tried, convicted, and sentenced to hang as a witch in Salem, Massachusetts in 1692. However, she managed to evade sentence until the trials had been discredited and died in 1700 at age 85. Lastly, Robert Pike was the founder of Salisbury, Massachusetts, selectman, lawyer, advisor to the Royal Governor of Massachusetts, and the captain and major of the Royal Army in the Colonial Army.
While on the surface, it seems to be just a regular graveyard, but this colonial burial ground is steeped in history.
One of my favorite activities in the fall is apple picking. There's something about taking a hayride around the orchard, searching for the roundest, reddest apples, and warming up afterward with some hot cider that really puts me in the fall mood.
Agreed. Bonnie Durante went apple picking with her family a couple weekends ago and brings us this montage. I love the fall, especially the variety of bright colored leaves on the trees.
One of the things I look forward to most in the fall is going to Dunkin' Donuts for a pumpkin swirl latte and a pumpkin muffin.
You didn't hear?
Hear what?
Dunkin' Donuts doesn't exist anymore.
What? Don't do this to me, Kayla.
No joke, I'm serious. Here's Sam Bell with a shocking development.
As some of you may know, Dunkin' Donuts recently changed their name to just Dunkin'. We asked some Triton students how they felt about this change.
I think it is an absolutely horrendous idea, and I think it is 100% disrespectful to the many generations of people who have been going to Dunkin' Donuts for their lifetime, and all coffee lovers and donut lovers who go there every day to satisfy their hunger needs are going to be completely unsatisfied with this new change.
Honestly, I really hate it because I feel like, it was first named Dunkin' and they changed it to Dunkin' Donuts because people started dunking donuts in their coffee. And now for them to change it back, I feel like it's weird because people still do that.
Personally, I don't care. I say Dunkin's. I don't really say, hey, let's go to Dunkin' Donuts, so it's not really gonna bother me. But, yeah.
And just the name is what brings the whole community together of coffee and donuts, and I just think that changing that name is going to mess up the whole balance of happiness in the world.
It's like this historical thing where you're just going to get rid of it, and I don't know, I just feel like people are going to forget about it, and one day we're going to be explaining to our kids, and one time it was called Dunkin' Donuts, and it's just they're going to be like, what? Stop, you know?
I don't really have that strong of an opinion. I do say Dunk's kind of like everybody else in New England, but I think that they should have kept it because it's what they've had for their whole existence.
One day we were just giving people coffees and they came up to us and asked us why we were changing it, and I was just I have no clue.
I just think it's weird, no one says Dunkin's, everyone says Dunks. I just think they should change it to Dunks and everyone will make it better.
They should change it to Dunks. I feel like everybody calls it that, you know? Just make so much more sense.
The change will be coming to 30 Massachusetts stores by the end of the year and will become official in January 2019.
Yesterday was Halloween, and a tradition that our seniors look forward to each year is the annual Halloween parade.
There were some pretty creative costumes this year. My favorite was Dr. Champy dressed up like Donald Trump.
If you missed it because you were at a different parade in Boston yesterday,
go Sox!
Here's what it looked like.
That's all we have for you today. Thanks for taking time out of your busy day to watch our show. I'm Kayla.
And I'm Alex. We'll see you next week. hold on, I have tears in my eyeballs.
Your hair is on the mic.
Breathe, you're fine.
But you may not know that some...
Take 3.
You know, I've done fine every time. And warming up afterward with some hot cider that really puts me in the foam. Hot cider is disgusting.
Please.
And warming up after with...
No joke, I'm serious. Here's a yep.
Slow your roll.
Oh, that's all we have for you today.